Zach.
What's going on, hockey world? It's your girl Beth, joined by my dude Zach, as always, with Let's Talk Old Hockey, brought to you by In the Clutch Apparel and Shocked Hydrate. How are you doing today, buddy?
Good. I'm extremely tired from work, and I have like 3 more days in front of me before I have my next day off. So it's 12 yesterday, 12 today, 12 tomorrow, and then 2 10s. But I am getting 54 hours next week with a Friday and Saturday. So plus it's 14 hours of overtime, which means time and a half. More money.
Plus holiday pay for tomorrow, right?
I hope so. I'm
pretty sure that's how that works. I mean,
with my job, who really knows? But other than that, I mean, Hurricanes are going to another Game 7, so yay for me.
Huzzah.
Yeah, but
at least they're in the playoffs.
At least they're in the playoffs. So I mean, we don't talk about these guys. If anyone's watching the video version, we don't talk about them. But I am excited though for when the Whale come back. So, but how are you doing, Beth?
I'm doing good. I mean, I'm excited. This is the first Memorial Day that I haven't worked in my entire adult life.
Wow.
Like we're close, like not even a volunteer to work situation.
Oh, so it's like don't even volunteer. Like you're just not working at all.
Like closed.
You know what? Maybe I should apply for you. Maybe I should apply to your guys' company and just start working remote because it sounds a lot better than my job.
I'm not gonna lie. It's nice to like have this day and not have to work. And I'm gonna do the Murph tomorrow with a bunch of my friends. So I'll be dead. Nice. I'll be dead by like 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So it's fine.
As long as you're somewhat awake for Game 7 tomorrow, right? Of the last round of round 2.
It's a Game 7, and I've never missed a Game 7, so I'll be there. Naps will be had. Tomorrow I will be running a total of 2 miles, doing 100 pull-ups or modification thereof, 200 push-ups, and 300 squats. So naps will happen.
I'll probably be walking about 5 to 6 miles tomorrow at work.
Yeah.
So
and this will all happen before 10 a.m.
Nope.
So
all good. Luckily the game's on until 8 o'clock, so I'll be able to get home in time, have dinner, chill, relax, and breathe in my paper bag, and hopefully a win streak and a Game 7 streak stays alive tomorrow night. So. Or tonight, if people are listening. So
it would be tonight because I mean this episode does drop tomorrow. It is we are recording on Sunday, however, this will drop on Monday. So tonight, hopefully not yesterday. Hopefully you guys are listening on Monday and not Tuesday or Wednesday, because then you're gonna be all sorts of confused. But I mean, there's hockey on Tuesday too. Round 3 starts on Tuesday for the Western Conference Finals.
Yep, and then it's the Eastern Conference Finals on Wednesday. So now, depending on how the game tomorrow goes, I might be just watching hockey like every other night instead of like every night. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we were pretty much watching hockey every night until, I mean, obviously once the Battle of Florida was over, that took one game off the docket, but it was on the same day as other hockey being played. So
it's so basically, we're gonna get back to like one night of like every other night until like the Cup final. That's other until then. It's just every night of hockey.
I'm here for it. Like
the bad thing is, what are we gonna do after all the hockey's done? That's the main problem.
We're gonna cry. Tears will be shed. I am not excited for the no hockey times.
I guess I can start watching my other sport that I somewhat watch, and that's baseball, I guess.
I mean, I am lucky enough the new sheet of ice, they've been renovating the ice center, the iceplex here.
Okay.
It's now the community first igloo, which is just perfect.
I mean, it's just a great name. I mean,
it is. I mean, when the Icemen announced that they were purchasing the Jacksonville Ice and Sportsplex and renovating it, I was like, if they don't call it the igloo, they've missed out on an opportunity.
I mean, name a better igloo than that, and it's better than Pittsburgh's. Let's be honest.
Very much so. But they just opened
it's Pittsburgh.
They just opened the brand new sheet of ice last weekend. I'm actually planning on being there on Tuesday at some point.
Okay.
So that'll be exciting. But at least I have that over the summer once hockey's over.
That's very true. That's very true. I guess I need to start figuring who my ECHL team is, because as much as I love the teams that I do follow, they're far, like Norfolk and Chicago.
No, I'm wondering
not Chicago. Indianapolis.
Oh,
ECHL. It's the Indy Field in Norfolk.
Sorry, I got confused because the Norfolk Admirals and I got confused. It's not hard.
I get it. Yeah. But I want one like a little bit closer.
Well, I mean, you are in South Carolina, so
not the Stingrays. They are the Capitals ECHL team. Not going to happen.
You've got the Swamp Rabbits.
Can't do the Swamp Rabbits either. Just can't do it.
Why no tooting swamp bunnies? Have you ever seen their logo with the bunny with the carrot stick? It looks like he's farting.
Yeah, I'm actually curious, who is their NHL affiliate?
It recently changed. I cannot remember, but I think I actually have the ECHL affiliates on my phone right now, because I always tend to keep that page open, and I do. Look at that. Look at me. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits are affiliated with the Florida Panthers and the Charlotte Checkers.
That's an automatic no for me, dog.
Yeah, I mean, as an ECHL fan, this page is literally always it's one of my always there tabs. So
yeah, so let's see. Capitals no, Florida no.
Yeah.
Ghost Pirates is a definite
no. That's a big no.
We thought about it for a second, but then once you heard who they're the affiliate of, it's like that's an automatic nope.
That was so. The same group who owns the Jacksonville Icemen also own the Savannah Ghost Pirates. And everybody's like, go Ghost Pirates. I'm like, you couldn't catch me dead cheering this hard for a division rival.
Yeah.
It's not like they're on the other side of the country. Both teams are in the South Division. I don't see anybody cheering for Greenville, South Carolina, Florida, Orlando.
No.
Atlanta, they're not cheering for them this hard. So why are you going so hard for the Ghost Pirates? Just because they're owned by the same ownership group? There are division rivals. Hi Kelly. Hi sweet girl.
Hi. May I help you? May I help you? May I help you?
There's no way.
Yeah,
there's no way. And before anybody comes at me for this go Avs go situation, I made it very clear that they are my playoff team. Yeah. And they are my side piece. I know they're in the same division as the Hawks, but I don't really give a darn about anybody in the Eastern Conference. I like players, but the teams are whatever. And
even then though, it's it's the same ownership group, but they're the Vegas Golden Knights ECHL team.
Yeah.
By the way, anything them is an automatic not happening.
Let me drop some hockey drama for a minute. So the Ghost Pirates did a Facebook Live, whatever press conference situation to announce their affiliate. And they announced their affiliate, and all of a sudden the Fort Wayne Comets pop up in the comments. What? Because Vegas used to be affiliated up until about a week ago with the Fort Wayne Comets.
They didn't even tell the Comets that they were dropping them.
The rumor is the Comets found out in the Facebook Live. Yeah, that's the rumor.
You know what? Knowing
how very Vegas of you.
Yeah, knowing Vegas, that pretty much sounds on brand. They'd be like, hey, anyway,
here's our new girlfriend, Savannah. And Fort Wayne's like, what? What?
Timeout. What? That's basically the Colorado Avalanche talking about the Whitecaps, and then the Revenants are just like, what? Oh, we like you guys too, as a side piece, with the side of fries.
Well, I mean, the Nico Sturm connection is real because
it is.
dating a Whitecap player. I mean,
yeah,
gets traded to Colorado.
Yeah, but that's very brutal for
during the playoffs. Colorado,
not Fort Comets, Fort Wayne, to be like, oh yeah, by the way, you lost your affiliation with the Golden Knights, and you're just like, okay, so who are the affiliates of now?
If you actually look at the ECHL affiliation page, it says to be determined.
Oh boy!
But in all honesty, they won a Kelly Cup without an affiliate. So
that's very true. That's you don't have to worry about losing players, I guess.
Well, and when it comes to like a hockey town, the Comets have existed in some league or another since like 1950 something, like 52,
they're fine.
57.
They're fine.
Like they're fine. They are not going to struggle without an affiliate. I am sure that they will find one.
Plus too though, like I wonder what happens. Like, do your players just get randomly picked by another team, or are they just stuck for the rest of the year together? Like,
so the Comet season was over. So and affiliations run through the entire year, so it would have gone through if they had advanced farther into the playoffs, everybody would have still stayed and finished out the playoffs until they were eliminated or won the championship. But they were eliminated. The Kelly Cup Finals is the Toledo Walleye versus the Florida Everblades.
Whoa.
Yay! Go Walleye! Yay, fishies! I'm sure I know of a person who would be very happy that I just said that. Two, actually. Stack Guy Drake and his girlfriend are Walleye fans. So they will greatly appreciate my temporary fandom, because it's very temporary.
Very. But yeah, like it would be Vegas to be like, oh yeah, we're not going to tell you until our new affiliate.
How very Vegas of you. Not going to tell you until our new affiliate announces it on social media during a live press event.
But yeah, so basically the Ghost Pirates are in no because of that affiliate. So really, I don't know who to pick.
I mean, there's an obvious answer. There's jerseys all on my wall that indicate who you should be a fan of.
I mean, I did live in
Sub chicken tender jersey.
Plus, I did live in Jacksonville for a few years, so I mean,
you did. And I mean, we're planning on going to Savannah for an Iceman Ghost Pirates game. So
that's very true. I mean,
November 19th.
I think so.
Be good. It's gonna be
good. Well, then also eventually Jacksonville for a home game, because I mean,
you got to get the margarita flatbread,
or just margaritas, or both. I mean,
give me all the Wagyu sliders.
Do they have margaritas at the arena? If they don't, they're missing it. So all right, so margarita pizzas and margs.
There you go. Margs and margs.
Hey, you know what? They say about Marky Mark? We got margs and margs.
So, buddy, we kind of hit a milestone this episode.
Did we? I mean, we?
It's episode 10. We've hit double digits.
Oh, so you're saying we're onto the Patty Sharp episode number?
It is 100% the Patrick Sharp episode. I mean, you will get 0.
We do have to pay respects
to other. Monty.
Yeah, you have to. It's Tony.
But
Tony.
Patrick Sharp, come on.
I mean, the Man Rocket himself. I mean, how can you not like?
Yeah, man.
Sir.
Who gave you permission? I mean, who gave Henrik Lundqvist permission to be good at everything?
Oh yeah,
and that's good looking.
Yeah, just sitting on TNT in a 3-piece suit, like no big deal. Like
taking Biz's spot, and everybody's like, Biz who? Hello, Henrik.
Not upset about it one bit, honestly.
No, I mean, but like the man is bad at nothing.
If only
he plays guitar. He was a really good goalie.
If only the team only in front of him actually gave him a cup.
Yeah.
Darn you, LA Kings. You had to win a title in 14 to ruin it.
I don't want to talk about the 14 title.
That was kind of there was could be a potential 3-peat. We would have had a 3-peat.
I don't want to talk about 14.
Darn you, Alec Martinez.
About it.
Darn you, Alec Martinez.
Want to talk about it, sir.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
I don't want to talk about it. Don't love it. Don't love it.
You know what I do love though?
What do you love?
Canned dips.
Hold on. If you're not watching on YouTube, you're greatly missing out. Because as Zach holds up one can,
I did have another can, but my can fell on the ground, and I don't want to
let me hold up my precarious stack of cans.
I like how it's like 3 white, 2 blacks, and then another white.
So these are all the strawberry cough. It's a 3-pack. You get stickers.
Nice.
And then I've got my original can of tangy citrus and my new can of tangy citrus. Nice. And then my OG can of peach. So
yeah, I just got 2 cans in today. I got my tropical mango
stacks.
Nice. Stacks on stacks on stacks.
Stacks on stacks. And I mean,
racks
the metal
on
cans make it very difficult to like keep that stack stable because they 100% are slippy slidey. So
for sure. All right. So all right, I was able to get my strawberry cough off the floor. Yes. I accidentally dropped it. So I got 2 cans. Instead of 2 chains, they call me 2 cans.
They call me 6 cans.
2 cans Sam, got nothing on me.
They call me 6 cans over here. Gosh. So, I mean, we love our candidates and our network is amazing.
Oh, and I do have to say though, like I just popped my first pack of strawberry coffin. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. I really like this stuff. It's the flavor and the smell is really good too.
I'm excited. I love strawberry, pretty much everything, but
yeah. Strawberry daiquiris.
Put a strawberry in it, it's delicious. I mean,
or watermelon too. I mean, and watermelon.
I mean, it's true. But we have this beautiful website you can go to if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not, you can go to candidips.com or candidipscbd.com/bellyup20. You're gonna get 20% off your order because you need this. Like,
oh yeah,
this is how I have stacks for reasons because this is how I get through my day.
They're yeah, because for me, like I drive, like I have a CDL, so we can't, we're a lot of finagling going on.
You're limited on what you can and can't do, and you do a lot of tight driving situations.
Pretty much, and luckily CBD with these is just CBD, so it's fantastic. Like I said, you get about 15 pouches per can, like 150 milligrams per can of these. So you got 10 per pouch. Like I can literally go in, if I pop in one a month, this will last me like 2 cans will last you an entire month.
You mean one a day?
One a day.
I was like, sir, are you only using one? Hold on. Wait a minute.
No.
Like
one a day.
You're saving 20%. You should not be using one a month, Zachary. You should be using one a day.
I mean, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. But yeah.
What's even cooler is
one a day.
Our Belly Up personalities has a whole candidates collection named after him. Like a whole situation named after him. There's the Herrera collection. Justin Herrera is a Belly Up media personality. Like he's got it going on, and he has his own pack.
It's fantastic.
Candidates. It's absolutely amazing. So head on over. Make sure if you just go to the candidates website at checkout, put in Belly Up 20, you'll still get your 20% off. If you do not, make sure you just go to candidipscbd.com/Belly Up 20. Boom. You don't have to worry about putting in a discount code. It is handled for you.
I mean, plus really quick shipping too. I mean, they are very, very fast. Like my two cans with shipping was like $19.98 for for these 2 amazing beauties.
The
super
shipping
quick,
is
super great.
I'm gonna put air quotes around it. It's discreet. Like it doesn't say like CBD or anything like that on the packaging. It says Bolt Runners. Yeah. So it's not like they're gonna out you to your mailman that you're ordering CBD dip pouches on the internet to be mailed to you, even though it's totally illegal. But people gonna do what people gonna do. But
but no, I would highly recommend these because because I have anxiety, depression, all that stuff. Plus, I play sports. My body gets sore. I I'm outside 10 hours, 12 hours a day. These things, zen. I've never felt more zen, especially
so chill.
Pop one of these in while watching a hockey game. I don't feel as anxious.
No, see, I don't want to not be anxious during a hockey game. Like that's about the only time that I don't like pop in a candidate's pouches before a hockey game, because I don't want to be zen. I want to be anxious. I want to be on the edge of my seat. Like I need my heart to race.
To be fair, it helps a little bit. Because I mean, it takes a little bit of the edge off.
I want the full brunt of emotion. I don't want.
I'm in a glass case full of emotion. I'm in a glass box full of emotions.
Yes, that is what I have to be at all times. But talking about a glass case of emotions, the whale.
Finally,
the dam finally broke. Free Willy finally jumped over the wall into the ocean.
For those watching on the YouTube, I got my Kennedy Marchment shirtsy on.
And who was the first signing from the whale? Why, of course, it was the reigning PHF MVP
and Rookie of the Year.
First MVP ever from the Connecticut Whale. Kennedy Marchment signed a 2-year deal.
Kennedy have a season Marchment.
Yes, Kennedy have a season Marchment is back. Like, whoo. We are very excited to have her back for season 8 and 9. And then the whale were like, haha, just kidding. We're not done yet. The next day, the very next day, they were like, hey guys, guess who's back? Our Defender of the Year finalist, Allie Monroe. You know, that jersey hanging on my wall back there, that's signed, that Connecticut Whale jersey. That's our Defender of the Year finalist, Allie Monroe, back also for 2 more seasons. And then they were like, you thought we were done? Oh, come on, Pod. We aren't done. Your newcomer of the year, your rookie of the year for the PHF, Taylor Gerard, guess who's back for, you guessed it, 2 more сеasons.
You get a 2-year deal. You get a 2-year deal. You get a 2-year deal.
We were like, just kidding. We're still not done. Pickles is back, everybody. Emma Vlasic's coming back. It's a pickle party. Got a 1-year deal. It's pickle party time. Like,
so basically, we have pickles in Connecticut and a pickles in Chicago.
Yes, we get all the pickles.
But question: is it a dill pickle or a normal pickle?
I mean, it's Alex pickle and an Emma pickle.
That makes sense.
So, but we get all the pickles. You and I, we get to enjoy all the pickles love, because we get a Blackhawks pickle and we get a whale pickle.
Now I just want deep fried pickles, because that just sounds amazing.
See, here's the thing. I don't like pickles, but I like pickles. I don't like pickles, but I like pickles.
So you don't like this? You don't like the spear pickles that you get with some of your sandwiches at the deli? No deep fried pickles. Just none.
Truthfully, I don't like anything vinegar based.
I'm sorry. I remember you saying something about that. Yeah. That makes sense.
So especially like I can do some things if it's a little light on the vinegar, but anything that's heavy vinegar like legitimately makes me nauseous.
So basically, don't put malt vinegar on your French fries if you have fish and chips.
When I was a kid, we had to get like Long John Silver's and stuff to go because I couldn't sit in the restaurant.
I get that.
Like I could not. It made me nauseous. It was very uncomfortable. It was not an enjoyable experience for young Beth at all. It was awful.
No, I totally get that. Yeah. Okay. So basically, don't Carolina barbecue is a little bit vinegar based, but it's not. You don't taste it as much, so you might be fine there.
Yeah. With
Carolina barbecue, but yeah. Okay.
And then
so basically, no malt vinegar at all, or no pickles.
No,
at least.
I clean my house with baking soda and vinegar, and I actually had like a stockpile of like face masks prior to the pandemic, because that's the only way I can clean with vinegar is to have like a face mask, and then I put like a gaiter over my face so that I can't smell it.
So you're like way ahead of everyone else then.
Oh, very much so. I was prepared for this. I was uniquely prepared for a pandemic.
Who would have thought?
But then it was like, well, crap, now I'm out of masks. And I also had to switch all my cleaning products because masks became valuable for like leaving the house.
Funny how that works, right?
All right. But I mean, thankfully, knock on wood, we are coming to the endemic, unfortunately, stage of COVID. So not necessarily the pandemic is over, but you know, it's just become our new normal.
But I mean, what our new norm is now, just all these new signings. I mean,
I know.
outside of the whale, I mean,
the whale weren't the only one to sign people this week.
Injected into my veins of all the like how long did we wait? Like the first we were like, oh, it's a free agent frenzy. This thing's gonna be insane. And the first month,
frenzy.
In the first month, we're just like, so this is fun.
Well, and here's the fun part. So remember how last year there were like all these Taylors who played in the PHF?
A lot of Taylors.
So this season so far, the Minnesota Whitecaps have signed 3 Sydneys. So last week we talked about Sydney Morin, who was signed from the SDHL.
Yeah.
On Monday, they announced that they were signing U.S. World Champion Sydney Broad.
That's a
1-year deal.
That's a huge move.
And then on Tuesday, they were like, hey, guess what? We re-signed Sydney Baldwin. So that's 3 Sydneys for the Whitecaps.
So we got Sid, Sydney, and Sydney. So
yeah.
It's like have fun like trying to figure out which Sydney go by last names only.
Yeah. Have fun trying to figure this out. And then they announced that they were signing Ashley. Oh, I am going to butcher this name. I'm pretty sure it's Brykaliuk. It's Brykaliuk. But we'll
go with that.
Brykaliuk. I mean, that sounds. I'm usually pretty good with hockey names. And so they signed Ashley. They signed her, to return. And the whale commented, I thought you were only signing Sydneys this season. And then the Pride replied to that and were like, I thought we were all on the same page with this one. But, Boston Pride fans, we feel a little bad for you because your team is the only team who hasn't announced any returning players, any new players, any signings whatsoever. We are almost a month into free agency, and we got nothing from Boston. Nothing.
Time to put the conspiracy cap on. Half the team's going to Montreal.
And then finally, we did have a signing from the Buttes as well. I mean, they've been stacking.
The Buttes they're going to be a little bit more scarier this year.
Yeah,
like Buttes Mafia is going to be full force.
Yeah. But they did announce that they were bringing back Yena Soko. She re-signed. So she is on a 1-year deal, it looks like, because they just said 22-23. So the teams have been pretty open on 1- and 2-year deals. They're here for season 8, season 9, 22-23, 23-24. They only listed 22-23. So they're bringing Yena back for another season. The Buttes I'm pretty sure as of this moment, the Buttes have the most filled roster out of all of the teams announced.
Yeah, pretty much. I can guarantee you they're at least going to be sniffing top 3 in the league this upcoming season. With how this roster is getting revamped,
I hope that they can put it together because they've got the puzzle pieces, but it's like any hockey team, you have to fit the pieces together.
Yeah,
and there has to be chemistry. Like you can have a lot of good players, and your team not be good because there's no chemistry. And they just don't work well together. So
getting Bucky does help. Getting Michaela Grant Mantis that might help a little bit.
Who also posted on her Instagram story today. She just hit her first hole-in-one in golf today. I'm like, what can she not do?
I don't know. I do,
Bucky.
Yeah,
save some for the rest of us, please.
Yeah, right. I do like with the whale though, like how they actually have like the actual players they re-signed. Like they did it be like, hey, coming back, excited.
The Buttes have done a couple of those. The Ribs have as well. I guess it just kind of depends on the player and their availability. Because I know like Lalo is playing in a league overseas right now. Obviously day jobs, etc. I mean, the players of the PHF stay busy because they don't yet make enough money to only play hockey year round. Yeah. So, I mean, when you're a doctor, nurse, engineer, scientist, even teachers, oh gosh, all the teachers, this is the end of the school year. So, their lives are insane right now.
Oh, for sure. I'm curious if it's going to be this year or next year. Are we going to get a CJ going to another team, or is she staying in Buffalo?
I don't know. CJ her signing has not been announced anywhere yet. So
how insane would it be though if the Whalers just like, oh hey, guess what?
Hey, guess who we got? We brought you a tough mustard. I would die. I love her.
You would at that point you would have to get a tough mustard jersey because you would have to get the blue one of CJ. But here's the thing though.
I have plans for several jerseys. I might just rock jerseys because jerseys are expensive.
Yeah.
I plan on getting a Marchment jersey. I've got an Ives jersey already.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get an Allie jersey. I have her jersey, but I want to get like the blue jersey instead of the green one because I have my Abby one is green.
Yeah. But if you do bring in Carly Jackson though, what are you gonna do with Fuji, Ives? We already have 3 good goalies in Connecticut. Like, what are you going to do then?
Fuji, Ives, and Jessica they're all so good.
Yeah.
I loved the video of Jessica signing too. Like, it was just so genuine.
Oh yeah.
Like, it was beautiful. But
yeah, Boston Pride, do something.
Pardon me, Boston. I know that you're like busy celebrating your back-to-back Isabel Cup championships, but can we get something? Like
just anything.
Give us a Katie Burt. Give us Jillian Dempsey. Just give us something. Give us one person. Just this week, Boston Pride, please. Pretty please.
We respectfully ask.
Break the seal.
We respectfully ask you, please do something.
We respectfully request that you announce one signing.
Just one.
So, and then
go
ahead.
Speaking of things that are going to be revealed or hopefully coming soon, if some people saw on our social media, Beth,
yes,
we have some announcements coming at the end of July.
We do. So at the end of July 31st, as a matter of fact, you, sir, and I will be announcing our college WoHo teams.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Very much so. Yeah. It's definitely interesting for sure because you're talking about a wide spectrum of teams. Like you're talking.
There's so many choices.
NCAA, they also have the ACHA. And for me, it's kind of like,
and we've got like D1, 2, 3. There's so many choices.
There's a lot.
It's a little overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie.
It is, and I think for me, like I'm gonna try to narrow it down to kind of somewhat regional, like Midwest, East Coast, like basically nowhere past like anything like nothing past Illinois.
I'm not gonna lie. Anything in the Mountain and Pacific time zones are kind of off my radar because
a little too far.
When y'all start at 7, it's like 9 or 10 for me.
Yeah.
And that's late.
Yeah, so basically Illinois is kind of like
the central time zone is pretty much where my research is stopping.
Yeah. So
anything past the central time zone, I'm like, I'm sure you guys are great and wonderful and beautiful and we love you so much. However,
Colorado,
I like
Boulder, sleep. Colorado, Boulder, Colorado State.
I like sleep.
Washington, Arizona State. Great programs.
We love you. We really do. You guys are doing beautiful. However,
yeah.
It's really far. It's really far, guys.
Well, plus too, it's like I also kind of have to like for the coaches and players we've already talked to on the podcast as well. They kind of get a little bit of a bump because of the fact we actually talk to them. So it's kind of like
and most of them reached directly up to us. Like slid into the DMs, which, by the way, any college pro, WoHo coaches, players, whatever, our DMs are open. Just, slide on in. We'd love to talk to you. We would love to.
Like, there's a lot of teams that like our stuff but haven't reached out yet. Like, come on,
just
what, like Western New England, Bowling Green. It's all right. Just
slide. Just slide.
But you know what's funny though? I do have to say this though. There has to be a sign for the fact that we have our first 3 guests ever
are all Michigan.
All from Michigan.
How do you feel about that, Ohio boy?
It's very unique, but for me, it's like the thing for me is like I mean, growing up, you kind of have like that, that ha ribbing thing. For me now, it's kind of like it doesn't really bother me as much because I haven't
lived there in a while.
Well, also, yeah, because I was there until I was like about 5, came back for college. I've been there like 10 years out of like the 30 or the 31 I've lived, and a lot of it was pretty much everywhere else. So it's kind of like not the try and
be all Ohio. End all like
IO
situation.
Yeah. Like I said, I do have a tattoo, but that's like it doesn't really detract a lot from the fact that we got Lake Superior. University of Michigan does make it a very interesting. That does make it very interesting.
Yeah. I still remember the look on Jenna's face when you said Ohio, and she was like,
"Are you sure that was Emily or Jenna that said that?" I think it was, or was it both?
I think it was both of them.
It's very interesting how I said Ohio.
I don't think we talked about Ohio with Matt, but I think with both Jenna and Emily, you mentioned Ohio, and they were both like,
"Yeah." Hey, you know what? I was very respectful. I did not give either one of them crap. So I mean,
you were.
So there is a chance. There is a chance a Michigan team might get picked.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on which one. So I mean, plus all the other schools we gotta watch too. There's a lot of hockey.
On the social media front, we have some news there too, because we're trying to unlock this giveaway.
It's been taking forever to unlock. You figure we get it done a lot faster, but I guess not.
And we set some goals. 100 Instagram followers, 200 Twitter followers, 25 subscribers on YouTube. Well, we have 103 followers on Instagram.
Wow.
So box 1, check. And then if we mosey on over to the Twitter sphere, we have 198 followers on Twitter.
Wow.
So like half a check on that box. Like it's so close. Like
it's
by the time this episode drops, we might have 200 followers.
It's like 3/4 done. It's not quite there, but it's almost there.
And then if we swing on over to the YouTube,
18.
19 subscribers.
So what you're saying is we're about only 3 more people away from unlocking the giveaway.
Well, we needed 25 subscribers on YouTube, so that's 6 people.
Oh, 6, okay.
6 people. So 6 subscribers on YouTube, 2 Twitter followers. Like this time next week, we could be like unlocking giveaways and announcing what's going to happen.
Hopefully, I mean.
So if you're listening right now and you're not following us on social media,
how dare you for one?
Go to Twitter and Instagram and go to Talk Wo Hockey Pod, and you should click the follow buttons on both of those. And then you should just mosey on over to your YouTube app, and you should type in Let's Talk Wo Hockey, and you should smash the subscribe button, and then hit a little bell and say all. And if you don't want to do all of the moseying, we have a link tree, and all of our links are right in there. So you simply can just go to the link tree and click on the link for Instagram or Twitter or YouTube or Belly Up's Discord server, any of our discount codes within the clutch, Shocked Hydrate, Canadips, I think is in there as well. You can go find my writings with Beyond Women's Sports. You can find Zach's writings with Belly Up. I mean,
not so much anymore, but yeah,
not so much anymore. But you can go peruse Zach's previous writings, and And I mean, you can always shoot us an email and be like, hey guys, what's up? At letstalkwellhockey@gmail.com. And the link for that, by the way, pretty sure that's also in the link tree.
Oh, we have all the links in the link tree, basically. But yeah. My first question, if you're not following us, first off, how dare you? Rude. But so how is but going back to the WO hockey stuff, with college, how is your how is that going for you right now in terms of your research?
So I'm not going to lie, I have a little bit of hockey overload, which I didn't think would be something that I would have a problem with.
Thank you, NHL playoffs. Every night we got hockey.
But every night we've had NHL hockey.
Pretty much.
I've been watching like WoHo, old WoHo games on YouTube. I went and rewatched the Lake Superior State like behind the scenes videos.
Oh, they're so great. They're so fantastic.
Good. It's so good. It's like wholesome and genuine and just like a true behind the scenes look at what happens in a college hockey team.
It's basically,
and I won't even gender that because on the boys side of things, I mean, similar things are happening. Maybe not the exact same things, but similar situations are happening.
It's basically it's like Road to the Winter Classic, but we get WoHo.
But WoHo. I've been perusing social media accounts, checking and seeing what's going on in the off season, transfers, new commits, all of the fun things.
I know Central Michigan got a new commit.
They did. I saw that today too. It was like, look at you go, little rock star.
Well, definitely big help from the school itself and friend of the show, Emily. I mean,
yeah. I mean, how can you not love Emily Kostelny?
That was a fun episode. She
was brilliant. And I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the whole CMU WoHo team on an episode in the future.
That would be absolutely insane. Like the entire team just in one room. The
whole team just in one room, just passing the phone or hopping in front of a laptop. I mean,
that would be
insane. I'm kind of excited for that to happen. I'm not gonna lie.
Of course, gotta get a season. Gotta get a mid-season update from Matt Parker. See how how it's going up in the Sioux. Kind of have
to check in with Jay Tribbs and be like, how are things in Ann Arbor? How's Side Biscuit? I mean, I'm not sure.
I want to try Side Biscuit.
I'll have to check the route because I'm going to Michigan in July. There's actually going to be a week in July. I'm sorry, Wolfhawks, where there will not be a new episode, but Zach's working on some stuff.
Yeah,
he's working on some things because I will actually be in Northern Michigan. But I'm flying into Maryland, and my mom and I are driving to Michigan. So,
you're going to the UP?
No, we're going to Petoskey, which is not in the UP.
You said Northern Michigan, so I thought you were talking about.
No.
I thought
Northern Michigan and the UP are two different situations. The UP like hangs over this way. The UP and Northern Michigan is up here at the top of Mitten.
Okay.
So we're going to Petoskey to see my grandma because she's turning 90.
Woo.
And I gotta check the route because I can't remember if we drive through Ann Arbor or not.
I mean,
what if we do? Might have to swing by the Side Biscuit and get some num-nums for the road.
Just hit Jen up on your way, like, hey, Jay Tribbs, Side Biscuit.
Jay Tribbs, want to hop over to Side Biscuit? We're driving through Ann Arbor right now.
Yeah, that'd be really cool though to be able to do that. But I mean, like I said, the fact that we've had a lot of Michigan connections, it almost makes you want to do some fun stuff in Michigan, hockey wise.
Oh, for sure.
Because we did talk about it with Emily, and I've been thinking about that idea. Like, what if we somehow made it actually happen?
I mean, we might have to get some of the higher ups involved and some sponsors talk to.
Yeah,
because that would be kind of amazing. But I don't want to put like I want to put it in the universe. Obviously, we are putting this in the universe that like we make some crazy like Acha WoHo tournament happen like at Yost would be perfect.
The WoHock Classic,
the WoHox Classic, like
the WoHox at Yost. You just get just get Lake Superior State, Central Michigan, like one other team to be named later.
Indiana Tech, BG, Loyola. I mean,
just get like a 6 team round robin tournament for just an entire weekend and just go absolutely off just with Just all the WoHo.
Live player interviews.
Roundtables.
Record some podcasts.
Gosh.
Just have fun. Host like a little media day for them so they can like sit at the table with the microphones.
We would have to turn that instead of a weekend. We have to turn that into like a whole week thing, not just a weekend.
That'd be like
beautiful. A full week, just
the dream.
A full week in Michigan, just doing nothing but talking WoW hockey.
The dream.
Gosh, that would be just so fantastic. Like
I could like sit here and just like stare off into space and think about how fantastic that would be.
Call University of Washington. Hey, you want to come out to Ann Arbor for a bit?
You want to come visit?
Exhibition hockey.
Hey, UC Boulder, you want to come visit? Who wants to come visit? Everybody come visit. It'll be fun.
That would be absolutely wild if somehow that just worked out.
It would be crazy. Like it would be so good. So good. But I had an idea. I wanted to run it past you. And I know I'm like throwing it out in the middle of a podcast. So I'm kind of like putting you over the fire. I kind of want to do like an Ask Us Anything situation.
Hockey
related, obviously. Like,
I
mean, to be determined, but mostly hockey related questions. Like we could pop up a box on Instagram. The email obviously is open. Let's talk wohockey@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Could connect with our Wohawks. They could ask us questions. We could answer those questions.
Yeah, no, I'm totally down for that. That'd be a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah. So do you want to
get to know the hosts?
Get to know the hosts, like ask us anything. Let's try to keep it hockey related, people. I mean, there's only so much of our personal lives that are open to the public.
You can ask us, but we might not answer that question.
We can't decline to answer. We can choose that as well. I mean, ask us anything, but just know that we reserve the right to not answer your question.
Don't get too out of pocket with your question.
Yeah,
if it's not hockey.
So this week we can pop a box up on Instagram. We can obviously open up a Twitter thread. The Gmail is always open, so you can swing in. If you don't use social media but you hang out and listen to podcasts, you're still a cool person, and you can shoot us an email and ask us questions, and we will pull them all up. I say honestly, let's give it 2 weeks.
Yeah, it should be all right. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. Get enough questions in and stuff like that.
We can get enough questions. We can pop a box up like this week and next week. And then we can answer questions on episode 12.
12. Mm-hmm. That'll be episode 12.
Did you see me doing the math, like counting?
I saw. Yeah. So episode 12, which would be the Alex DeBrincat episode.
Yeah, I mean, who else would it be? Who else?
Are there any other famous 12s on the Hawks?
I have the list up, so let's see. There are 27 players have worn the number 12 for the Blackhawks.
Okay.
So we've got obviously the Cat, Renee Bork, Peter Bondra played for the Blackhawks. Wow, I forgot that.
Renee Bork. Even then, I'd be like, really though. Yeah. Renee Bork.
Brent Sutter wore it for 6 seasons.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had a Sutter brother at one point.
We also had Dwayne Sutter. But I mean, out of this list, it's the Cat.
Yeah, I mean,
like
that really tells you like our hockey knowledge to the fact that like, oh yeah, we had some Sutters.
And that's but here's the thing, like most of the Sutter time frame was like not necessarily when we wouldn't remember. Like Brent Sutter was here in a time where we would remember. It was 92 to 98. Dwayne Sutter was from 89 to 90. I was 3 and 4.
Even the other Sutter you just talked about, what did you say, like 96 to like what
92 to 98, I believe. Yeah, 92 to 98.
Even then I got into hockey when I was 6. That was like 1997. So even then that's still kind of like not really there. Plus, we're talking about the dark ages of the Blackhawks at this point.
Look, I try to forget the dark ages of the Blackhawks because, again, they were dark. Plus, that was really the dollar bill Wirtz days where it was a rare occasion to catch the Blackhawks on TV.
Lucky for me, though, as a kid, I moved into the area at the same time that the Hurricanes did. So it was kind of like we lived like 30 minutes from the arena. went to a lot of games.
Yeah.
So I still can't believe that my first ever Canes preseason game was against the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim at Greensboro Coliseum.
The Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. Good times.
I'm
back with their OG name. They need to go back to their OG name. And you know what I just noticed, buddy? I've been rude all day. I forgot to put her nameplates up. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Maybe this one time. You get one. You get one.
In my defense, this is a network StreamYard. So there are often many settings that I have to change before we start recording.
That's fair.
So I had to make more changes today than I'm used to. Whoever recorded last changed the resolution. Like I got in the studio, I was like, why is my head so big? Because it was on 360.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, we
record in high definition for this podcast. We rock a 1080p broadcast because
what are you recording your?
It's not 2002.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you recording your podcast on a toaster? Like, what are we doing here?
They've got a flip phone.
And by speaking of toast, we're not talking about the brave little toaster. Just a toaster that's just on its last legs.
Yeah. They've got a flip phone. They're recording their podcast on a flip phone. I'm convinced.
Makes sense. The OG, if anyone remembers the brave little toaster, you're the real MVPs and OGs. Like
you really, really are. We appreciate you understanding niche pop culture references.
There's gonna be a lot of people are gonna be like, "What in the world is that?" If you're from the '90s, you know.
I'm gonna need you to get to the Google, and I'm gonna need you to find whatever streaming service the Brave Little Toaster is on, because we won't mention any of them because we don't want them in our mentions. So you just need to go to the Google.
We know where it's at, but we can't tell you where it's at because
you need to go to the Google and you need to type in the Brave Little Toaster and you need to locate the streaming service that it's on and you need to watch it.
There's another 90s movie that it still warms my heart just thinking about it. The Goofy movie.
Oh.
Chefs. Okay, can we please talk about that pizza when they're at the hotel? There is no reason that cheese had to go that hard on being that melty. Like, sorry.
There's a place in Chicago that serves pizza that has cheese that is that thick and that melty.
So basically what you're saying is road trip.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it's not deep dish, it's just normal pizza.
It's just normal pizza. And here, to give you an idea, I said something that I've never before said in my life. It had too much cheese.
There's never such thing as too much cheese.
Sir, when I reheated a piece of pizza for the next day for lunch, I had no choice but to eat it with a knife and fork because there was so much cheese that it got stuck to the plate and you could not pick up the slice of pizza.
Where's the problem with this? I don't see a problem with this. This sounds amazing.
I think the problem is there wasn't enough sauce to go with the amount of cheese.
So basically it's just cheese and bread. Is what you're saying.
That's pretty. It was cheese, like the most gigantic chunks of Italian sausage I've ever seen in my life. The big, like hefty slices of pepperoni.
Oh, okay. Now,
and then
if it was me,
no
just
sauce.
Straight. No, for me, if we're going like for just a cheese factor. No toppings, straight cheese, just none of that extra stuff.
I need protein in my life, so.
But yeah, but basically the Goofy movie with that pizza, the sheer audacity of how cheesy that was.
So much cheese.
But I was here for it. And plus, it's such a wholesome movie. It's a wholesome movie. I mean, how can you not love the Goofy movie?
And Goofy is such a good dad.
He's a single dad. He worked really hard.
He went to college for his son. Like,
okay, and that's the extreme Goofy movie for those who don't know. Another 90s classic.
Such a good dad.
I could talk about 90s like of those movies.
Same.
Can't say it because
this weekend because the new one's getting ready to come out. I watched the original 3 Jurassic Parks.
Nice.
And just finished watching the 2 Jurassic World movies today.
Okay.
Well, I finished most of the first one, but it got to the point where I can't watch things that are bloody, gory too close to bed because then I just don't sleep well.
You get the intrusive.
I get the anxiety situation going on.
No, I get that.
I once watched a scary movie too late at night and fell asleep with a window open and woke up no less than 7 times panicking because I felt a breeze from the window.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like when it gets too late, I can't do blood and gore. But little did I realize the 3rd Jurassic Park movie, it was like the least human kill movie, I think, out of all 5.
It is. Very little.
2 people died.
Yeah. Very little.
And one of them wasn't even a dinosaur death. It was Ben who died hanging from the parachute in the tree.
Yeah. Spoiler alert for those who've never seen the movie.
If you haven't seen the 3rd Jurassic Park movie by now, like, where have you been?
But speaking of movies, I did see the new Bob's Burgers movie that came out on Friday.
See, not really my thing.
It was good. I love the show. It's amazing, and the movie was
really
great.
My thing. I'm going to see the new Top Gun movie on the 4th.
From what I've heard, it's really good.
I've heard very good things from reliable sources. Like, there are people who they're like, this movie's great, and I'm like, I don't trust you.
Like,
I've seen your DVD collection. I have no faith in your taste in movies.
Yeah, from what I've heard, like, a lot of people are saying that it's almost better than the first one because the actual flying in this movie, way better than the first.
Air quotes. Well, I mean, also, it's not the 80s, so special effects have come a long way since the original Top Gun.
Well, plus, too, I think they've actually did, like, legit actual air maneuvers, not, like, CGI stuff. So, it's like, this is actual legit stuff.
Yeah. So I'm going to see that on the 4th with my hockey friends.
Nice.
I got the D-box seat. I'm kind of really excited to watch Top Gun in, like, the seat that moves and vibrates and has, like, the speakers by your head, and I'm really really excited for that. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be something where I cannot wait. And then I'm hopefully going to go see the new Jurassic World movie with my mom for my birthday. I might go see it before she gets here because she told me the other day that she's not going to go see it with me if I wear my T-Rex costume.
What?
And that made me sad.
It's your birthday.
And, like, the inflatable T-Rex costume that I have.
Oh, those are so great. They're so much fun. How can you not?
It has the T-Rex roar, like Rexy from Jurassic Park. It has that roar, like you push a button in the hand and it makes the roar sound. So
how can you not? Like, what?
Yeah. So she was like, I will not allow you to wear that. And I was like, I have 2, Mom. You can wear one too.
It's my birthday.
I have one that roars and one that doesn't. So, I mean.
Plus, it's your birthday.
I mean, yeah. But also, like.
It's Mom.
She birthed me with no drugs. Her water broke at midnight and I was born at 3. So, but buddy, it's time. I'm sure Hawks have been like, they're just killing time right now, but we have our guest. He has arrived. He is in the green room.
Oh my. Well, what are we waiting for?
Let's bring him on. Hey, Elliot, how are you?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I mean, rocking the shirt.
I love the studio.
I love your studio as well. Like, those graphics are phenomenal. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I got to put up the jerseys that they gave me. We have like the Heartland jerseys. Actually, I can get it. I'll show you. I got to put that up on the wall like yours.
Yeah. I mean, this is not even like half of my jersey collection.
Nice.
I would say it's not even a quarter of your collection. Don't be modest. Don't be modest.
I mean, I did just do jersey laundry, and I was like, oh.
Well, I'll give you an inside thing. I'm doing a jersey for the whale that we're finishing. Yeah. Nice.
So
we're very whaley over here.
Awesome.
We're fantastic for the news.
I love it. Yeah. Tobin is awesome. He's been great to work with. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a fun one.
Well, I guess I better start saving up some auction money now.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little bit.
So,
you save my money.
Yeah.
For anyone who might not be watching, because we do video and audio. We are joined by Elliot from Heartland Group right now, who does a lot of the graphics for the PHF, other leagues as well. But I actually met Elliot in Tampa. I got my goalie tender drawing from him. You guys have seen that a couple times. And he is a super cool dude. So we are so happy to have you here.
No, thanks so much. And I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm late to the party, but I appreciate it.
Oh, no, you're fine. No, you're totally fine.
Life happens. I mean, technically, Zach was late today, too. We started recording 30 minutes later than we normally do, so it's fine. Everything's fine.
Plans fell through. Let's just
yeah.
It is what
Things
it is.
happen. Life happens. It's totally fine.
No, this is great. You guys seem to have a lot of fun on this podcast. I love it.
We try.
We do our best to have as much fun as we can. I mean, talking about WoHo is fun, period. Talking about the Blackhawks most days is not fun, but, we still love them. So we will talk about them.
You got a Hurricanes.
He's also a Hurricanes fan.
Nice.
Yeah.
We work with the Hurricanes. I did a few things for the Hurricanes this season. So it's interesting because cool. I'm a kind of a Rangers fan, and I worked with the Rangers back in the day.
Hey, respect. Hey,
and now I'm working. Now I'm working. I'm not working with the Rangers right now. I'm working with the Hurricanes. So I'm sort of like, which
yeah, I do.
It's like, what do I do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a tough game for the Hurricanes last game. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah. we
very
brutal together, so it was.
That was brutal. That was
hockey was played.
Totally. That was like,
game
honestly,
7.
it reminded Game 7, exactly. It's not over. It reminded me of watching the Whale play the Pride, and within the Whale they were up, but then within 10 seconds it was the same thing with the Rangers, boom, boom, 2 goals, and it was like, okay, this is probably over now that they scored that quickly.
I rember being down at ice level because I was down on the end where the Whale locker room was, and you could just feel the air get way colder than it should be in a hockey arena. Totally. And I mean, it was just okay, so that just happened. Okay.
And I'm watching it back here in South Carolina, and I'm just like, because me and Beth are I'm running the social media, doing the live updates as the game's going on.
Nice.
While texting her at the same time, going, "Oh my gosh, are you are you serious right now? What just happened?"
It was tough. I mean, I was down with I forgot her name, one of the players' girlfriends, and we were watching it right at the and I was upstairs, and then we were like, oh, let's go down closer. So we went right down to the goal and saw both of those goals right up close and personal. Yeah. And it just, it was a gut punch.
I remember for the third period, because Hannah Beatty's parents were down, where the entrance was. And I had watched the previous game with her dad. And I was like, I'm going to mosey down there because I was trying to change up the mojo.
Exactly.
Make things different. I was like, when I was down there, when they played previously, good things happened. So I'm going to go down there. It didn't work, but I tried.
No, whenever I do anything like that, they lose. But that's because I'm a New York fan. I'm a Knicks, Jets, and Mets fan. So, they always find a way to screw it up.
Yeah, I mean, story of my life. I've been a Blackhawks fan since I was born, basically. So
exactly. The Rangers have been better. They've been better throughout the years, but still. I mean,
we are
I like both my teams.
Panarin. We are pro Artemi Panarin on this podcast. We do love the bread man.
Nice. Nice. I love it.
Luckily, both of my teams I liked at 6 years old in 1997, so I got a long history with both of my. Plus, I was actually at Game 7 for when the Hurricanes won the Cup in 06.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I've been to a Daytona 500. I've been to a Super Bowl. Nothing beats Game 7 of the Stanley Cup final.
I mean, nothing beats hockey playoffs.
Totally.
I mean,
especially there at the arena. I mean, my God. Oh my God.
I mean, well, the Super Bowl I went to was in Jacksonville, and it was the Eagles Patriots. So I really could care less about either one of those teams.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. No.
But at least Jacksonville got to host a Super Bowl.
We're talking 2000s issue, like it's not even like the updated newer version of the stadium. It's like
the old one. Yeah,
it's the old like
it is
pre swimming pool.
Pre swimming pools, pre like largest TVs in the world. They are beautiful. Like I won't lie, because we can see them like for a draft day. There was an Iceman game, a playoff game that night. So we were like baseball stadiums in the middle. So it's TIAA Bank, the baseball stadium, and then the ice rink. So we could see like the screens from the draft party across the baseball field.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's all connected, right?
Yeah, it's like a sports complex.
NC State is right there too, right? Because we were working with NC State too recently, and they're like, yeah, we can see
for Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm in Jacksonville, so
So
we have the same kind of like sports complex situation.
Yeah, it's the football stadium, then it's the actual arena, like right there. And the fact that they're hosting the stadium series next year, it's going to be so much fun. I'm really excited to be there for that. That's going to be so great. But
yeah, no, I love that whole idea when you have things like that, like New York, everything's spread out, like nothing's to have like that whole group of stadiums together. I think that's so cool. It makes it like a college campus. I love it. I love all that.
Yeah, I've been to New York a lot. Yeah, it's very interesting trying to go from Queens, try to go to Citi Field.
Yeah,
try to get to the
going to another country.
Like the second, third rendition of Yankee Stadium, which it's Yankee Stadium. It's very overrated.
And then most of our teams are in Jersey. Like, I mean, it's football teams.
Giants, Jets.
Yeah,
the Red Bulls. Like, sure.
I did get to perform at like the old Giant Stadium, not the new one. I marched in drum corps.
That's awesome.
In 2003, and so we got to perform at Giant Stadium, and it was really cool, like walking through the tunnel and seeing like all the Giant stuff just immediately turn into Jet stuff.
Oh yeah,
like it's a very abrupt change. Like it's like blue, 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 green, and it's like oh okay, we are in a totally different section of the stadium now. Perfect, noted, got it, wonderful.
Yeah, pathetic. Yeah, you played. We played in an arena named the other team, technically our rival. And it was named after them. Yeah. That was great. That was great.
I'm sure that was a very exciting time. Like, let's go to a game at Giant Stadium. Oh, what are you going to see? The Jets.
Jets. What are we doing here?
Jets.
I think I went to a game there when they were playing the Giants at home.
Oh,
it's Giant Stadium. Yeah, it's pathetic. Anyway.
Oh my! Oh, I'm sure that was an experience.
Totally. Who's but we're talking about every other sport besides hockey.
It's fine. He and I go on tangents a lot. This is totally normal. We were talking about like childhood movies right before you hopped in.
So, we were talking about the Goofy movie with like the extremely cheesy pizza they have at one part of the movie. It's like so ridiculous.
So
yes, I remember that movie.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah. I watched that with my son recently, actually.
Nice. And then I watched all the Jurassic Park / Jurassic World movies this weekend, so we were talking about that. But yeah, no, I mean it's off season for all of our teams, so
not all of our teams. Not all of our teams.
We don't talk about that team on this podcast. This is not. Let's talk woke hockey.
Totally.
Like. No. You can shake your head all you want to, but it's not even in the name.
I was just taking it back. I'm like, wait a minute. But talk about movies though. Does everyone remember HE double hockey sticks with Joey Lawrence? And
wasn't that like a Disney Channel original movie situation?
I believe so. Yeah. It was also the guy who played Eric in Boy Meets World. Will Friedle.
And what was it called?
I'm pretty sure that was like HE double hockey sticks. I'm pretty sure it was like a Disney Channel original movie.
So it was so great, but so like a lot of people forget that movie.
Yeah.
I never saw that. Never saw. I'm looking at it right now.
It's a very obscure, like you have to be
99.
Yeah. That's what I was 8 at the time. Yes, it's a
cult classic.
It's a cult classic right there. HE double hockey sticks.
Yeah, talk about hockey movies. There are cult classics. There's a Mystery Alaska, that one, Young Blood,
Slapshot, Goon.
Yeah, but those aren't cult classics though. Like those are like pretty well known. But like Mystery Alaska, not a lot of people have seen that movie.
I saw that movie. Yeah, that was.
Sir, you can't say Goon is not well known when you have yet to watch it.
I haven't watched it, so yeah, I don't know.
Ha!
Yeah, but,
I'm not the only one.
But see, for Zach, it's a different story.
What this
Is
movie
it, though?
looks so amazing.
Oh, HE double hockey sticks?
There's a demon on the ice.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And
Yeah,
they've got
of course
like a
not.
stick with a. Okay.
Yeah.
Elliot,
Yeah.
now you have to watch. You have to
Now
watch
you have
it
to
now.
watch
You
it,
have
I
to watch
promise.
it now.
It's gonna be great.
I have to take something and watch it, and then
I can't wait for the text message while he's watching this movie. Like, what did you do to me?
If you want to take something while you watch this, may I recommend Canna Dips?
Yes, exactly.
May I recommend if you need some CBD
for you.
Nice. I love it. I will.
I only got 2. I'm not 6-pack heavy there as Beth, but
What can I say? I like to buy things in bulk. That's why I have a Costco membership.
Awesome.
So how did you get connected with the PHF when it comes to like all the graphics and artwork that you've done?
Yeah. So they found us. I think it had to do with this campaign, the Hoopers campaign that we did with Rock the Vote. That was basketball focused, and actually the NFL got involved as well. And I could go into that, but I'll go backtrack on that. But yeah, Katie. Why can't remember her last name? Gardner, Katie Gardner. Yeah. I know a Katie Grover who works at the Rock the Vote. So I was like, trying to figure out which
Katie's confused.
There's so many Katies.
Yeah, exactly. Katie Gardner found us, and she is amazing. I love Katie.
Oh, she's fantastic.
She did so many great
combining
things
like fantastic and phenomenal.
There you go.
At the same time.
Yeah,
I mean,
Katie Gardner Grover.
Yeah,
she's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
She was awesome to work with all last year. Put so much trust into us. But yeah, she found us. She reached out. She was like, really love what you guys are doing. We had been doing a lot of stuff in the women's sports space before, working with the WNBPA. Dropped the first NFT series for a female athlete with Renee Montgomery. And I also did her podcast and all this other stuff. And yeah, she just was like, we have a new commissioner, Ty's coming in, and we want to celebrate her by creating a custom artwork, and we also want to do custom artwork for all the execs. So I created all these pieces, and I thought she was just going to print them out, but then they actually used it when they announced Ty on social too. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then we just started talking more about doing other stuff, and then next thing I know, she was having us do the All-Star logo. And
the All-Star logo was beautiful. I'm sure the last second change from Toronto to Buffalo was probably fun for you guys as well.
Oh, that. Yeah. She's like, yeah. So
about that,
a thing happened, and exactly. COVID restrictions, and so Buffalo.
Yeah. And we also created the whole campaign, Breaking Boundaries, which was like the name for the All-Star that year. And we said, whatever, Breaking Boundaries is about, the league itself being the first league to not have a W in it as the PHF instead of the NWHL. So like they're breaking boundaries in other ways, but it was, obviously it was the first time that they had All-Star game in another country. So that's why we were also saying it, but still, I think it made sense still, like obviously, also Toronto was like still somewhat hosting it. The Six were still somewhat hosting it, so I guess it kind of made sense. But we had to. It still had the overall same shape, but we had to like tweak it to change
a couple buildings and
exactly. Just add in the Buffalo lightning bolt and all that stuff.
Yeah, I do have to say that for the fact that a lot of these other leagues with their All-Star game logos or their championships, all you other leagues. Basic. Learn from what what Elliot and everyone at the PHF did. Because
don't learn from him. Come to Elliot and the Heartland Group.
Yes,
and let him do your artwork, because it is all unique. It is all original. It doesn't look like he just changed the city name and like the cityscape behind it, like with the NFL Super Bowl logos. It's like they just changed the name for the city and put a cityscape behind it and call it a day.
And like a Roman numeral, or it's like the Frozen 4, it's just city. The city name changes, and it's nothing. Like you look at all the other like old Super Bowl logos, all Frozen 4s.
I love
like
those.
Like it was like those. It was all unique, different logos for every year because it tied to the city, or even the Frozen 4, same thing. And it's like they're all basic now. There's no really fancy, like even the Stanley Cup playoff logo now.
It's an LA Kings logo with a Stanley Cup in it. I mean,
I would almost say it's almost like the Vegas Golden Knights logo. It's just the shield and it's just the cup. It's like there's nothing like with the fact that you look at the All-Star logo that you guys did.
Yeah,
absolutely phenomenal. The jerseys. I don't know if you guys had any
logos.
Well, that was next. That was next.
Yeah. Of course,
the
playoff logo.
Some jersey. We kind of did the first iteration of it, and then they had another. I think it was like a. There were specific reasons why they went with the jersey team that they did, but we were involved in it, and I love what they came up with. Like it was awesome.
But the playoff logo though, oh my goodness, phenomenal!
A lot of fun.
The neon that they did on the ice.
Oh my god, that was Katie's idea. That was Katie's idea.
That was oh my like.
I actually talked to one of the ice crew guys, and when they were touring the facility, you know that small rink they had like off to the side, it had the blacklight paint lines in there, and they saw it and they were like, "So can we do that?" And they were like, "Sure, yeah." And it takes longer to dry than like normal ice paint, so like it took longer to do all of the things. And I'm like, it's kind of nice that we got some special treatment for women's hockey because normally that does not happen.
I mean, I've never seen that before. I thought
that was beautiful.
Cool idea. Yeah, and so we did have to tweak it because she came back and she was like, "You gotta only use these colors." But actually, in the end, I think I still like the regular one, but I loved how it actually looked on the ice, just the way that those colors popped.
It was it's like because we had the lavender ice, the lavender neutral zone last year.
Yeah.
Now we get the neon paint for the logo for this year. It's just like, how about we just make the entire ice neon and just go with it and just see how this works out? Just
just have blacklight hockey. Let's go.
Oh, can you imagine?
Don't have any lights on in the stadium. No lights
except for black lights. Just glow in the dark.
Because everyone loves like the neon air hockey table. Basically, just neon hockey. Like, could you imagine have the puck be neon too? Oh my goodness! Like,
it's hard to watch on TV probably. But really cool.
I don't care. I'm all here for it.
Great in person. On TV, they would be like,
what is going on?
What is happening? Right?
It would look like Pong. It would look like that.
Right. Well, all right. Here you go. This is what you need to do. Like you have to make the jerseys. You have to make the jerseys also neon color.
Oh my god, absolutely. And
neon,
the helmets, everything.
Neon on neon on neon. Yeah. Like make sure you take some headache medicine pre-game because the black lights and all of that neon, your eyes are going to be not happy.
Take some of that. That's what was it called?
Candidates. Take some candidates.
Basically, it's like Tron meets like rave black neon. It's basically rave meeting hockey meeting Tron. Let's just go with it. Oh my! All right, PHF, if you're listening, call Elliot again. Let's work on some neon stuff because we got your next big thing.
Yes,
blacklight hockey.
Well, and I really loved the the photo backdrops that were there as well with like the three players on them. And the making waves is that like the player one is on the back of this shirt.
Yep.
I really love that too. Like it was just
Well, making waves, we also came up with that idea because again, it was like it was in Tampa.
Yeah.
Thank God it didn't change. I mean, obviously, Tampa wasn't going to have a problem with COVID.
This is Florida. Here in Florida, we just pretended like it didn't exist for a really long time.
Exactly. It was like what 2 weeks after all the bars are back open, no big deal. But I did like the graphics.
For the most part, we went like 6 weeks in Florida when it came to reopening things, and they were like, we're tired of being closed. This is Florida. It's fine. We'll be fine. And I'm like, I'm gonna stay in my house. That's fine too, right? Like I can still stay in my house.
I do.
I made my job easier. I didn't have to change the logo.
Yeah. I did like the all the graphics and stuff too. Like have the fact the initial like the pirate flag, but it made it work with the WoW design too. It was just.
Would you guys see the 3D flag that we made too? Like the animation. We made a 3D.
Oh yeah.
It
was fantastic. Okay, Elliot, anything you did for the playoffs.
It was all beautiful. I was texting Zach pictures. I was like, look at this, and look at this, and look at this. And he was like, you have to stop. Like, I want to be there. I was like, well, I gave you the opportunity, sir.
I was off that weekend. We had a lot of stuff go. Hey, I had a live
He got to
tweet
see the streaming.
TV.
He got to see the streaming experience.
He did. And then he texted me and he was like, you're on TV.
Yeah, I wasn't the only one. Like, there's like a whole group of us going, "Hey, look, there's Beth on the TV."
Awesome.
And I kept getting like screenshots of the game. Like, is that you? I'm like, yep. There's my teal hoodie. I'm right there. That's me. Yep. By the way, this is me texting you while I'm on TV too. So
yeah, and I'm trying to keep up with the live updates, and Twitter keeps telling me exceeding limit, whatever that new stupid limit limit.
I didn't even know that they do. I don't tweet it, but there's exceeding.
Yeah. So if you get too many notifications, you get like you don't want to be a bot. Tweet. Yeah.
Exactly. It was hurting. It was hurting me though because I'm getting notifications, like I'm getting comments back, but I can't read any of them because I'm literally live tweeting the game, like all the games that weekend.
Yeah.
Like I'm live tweeting every single game because luckily I was off that weekend, but it's just like I can't read anything.
Yeah, totally.
Too many things happening.
So do we get to see some Elliott work this year? I know you said the whale jersey. Is there going to be?
Yeah, so I mean, we'll see. Obviously, there's a lot of change in but I've been Tobin's leading a lot of the change in it, so looks like potentially we'll be doing stuff together. I've talked to Boston about maybe doing these big head shirts for the championship team and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I've talked to some other teams. Like the players love me. I feel like, and
I mean, how can we not love Elliott? Everybody loves Elliott. Like,
totally.
Yeah. I mean,
thank you. Yeah, I try. No, and I feel good about it. We did such wonderful stuff together last year, and I know, obviously Ty's not there anymore, and Katie, but they know of us, and Tobin and I have been getting along really well. I really like him. Like he is. Yeah. What's great about him is he really cares about his team and he really cares about the league. We're starting to work with the Whale. The Whale's my team. Like my daughter is all excited about that. She plays soccer and basketball, but she's 7, so I feel like maybe we'll get in the.
Well, honestly, like 6 or 7 is kind of the time to get into it. I recommend showing her the original Mighty Ducks movie.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like for our generation, that is what sparked the love for hockey for a lot of people.
Totally.
I've talked to several friends, and I'm like, "So when did you fall in love with their game?" They were like, "Well, we were watching the Mighty Ducks movie." I'm like, they had something in that movie right there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, plus also at that time too, you also have Paul Correa, Teemu Solani. You had a team. Like the team back then was also kind of fun on ice. Outside of that, too. But the TV show too.
The Mighty Ducks in Anaheim didn't exist when the original movie came out.
No, that's what I'm saying. Though, to be like,
pretty quickly though,
after,
right?
But still, it was
pretty quick. It's like 2 years or something, right?
2 or 3 years, something like that.
Just crazy.
Yeah. I was
like, a movie comes out now. There's a. How is that even possible?
Yeah,
right.
But no, like I said, that was like after D2. But still, like you think of those movies and you think of, you think of these guys that were on the actual team when they were actually formed too. I did see though. D2 is my favorite movie of all 3.
Nice.
Yeah, D2 is good. I mean,
I gotta show. I haven't watched those in so long, but
it's been a bit.
But for a lot of kids, like that kind of sparks the love of hockey.
Yeah,
just because
they'll watch those 3 and then HE double hockey sticks. And
there you go.
That'll probably get them
watch HE double hockey sticks without the children first.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
we don't want nightmares or anything. That's not going to be on us. Watch it first and then decide if you'd like for them to watch it.
Also there's Miracle. That's a good one to watch too.
Awesome. Yeah.
Mystery Alaska is way down the road for that one, but there's a lot of good hockey movies though.
Oh, absolutely.
But Miracle, you can't go wrong with Miracle.
She is an amazing athlete. I have to say, like she on soccer, she like averages like 5 goals a game. It's crazy.
Okay.
Much better athlete than I ever was. Yeah.
Well, I mean, women's soccer's got it going on right now. They just settled that lawsuit. They're getting equally paid as the men's soccer team.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, maybe keep her in soccer for now because she's could be like a superstar.
We'll see. I want her to play him. Yeah, she's like, I love that you're doing hockey. I love the hockey stuff, but when are you going to do NWHL stuff? I'm like, all right, I got to figure that out.
She wants to know.
Yeah.
It's when can we do NWSL? Soon, hopefully.
Soon. Yeah. Hey, NWSL, call Elliot. Call Elliot so he can do stuff for his daughter.
Yeah, exactly. But no, she loves all this stuff, and she just loves women's sports, and it's so cool to see it through her eyes, especially because right now women's sports are changing so much, and like that's why I'm like really excited that Heartland is really involved in women's sports, and just like the experience of being there and like meeting all these women and seeing them play live where they're playing on the level of NHL, like as fast, not faster.
Without body checking. Like they have to play with a lot more finesse because you can't just smash somebody in the boards and call it a day.
Yeah. And I would say faster. Like I think they're faster than the NHL players. And it's just so cool. Like I don't know. She was so happy, like, you know, wearing the swag that I got there and holding up the poster and all that stuff. So they have it up in their walls, like with all the girls, you know, on the women signature on the posters and stuff. So it means a lot. It's really cool.
I love that. I mean, I won't lie. I kind of envy like girls these days because they have like the NWSL, the WNBA, the PHF, like these women's leagues exist.
Yeah.
That didn't exist for me.
Yeah.
And so like I sometimes like watching PHF games, I feel like I'm like 9 or 10 years old. Like I'm just a kid in a candy store because they are living out the dream that I had. Like I wanted to play hockey professionally as a kid and it didn't exist.
I know. And it's crazy. It's crazy to think that the WNBA is only 25 years old. Yeah. I don't even know. The NWSL is maybe a decade, maybe a little over a decade. I don't know.
I think very close, over a decade. A
little over a decade. And hockey, women's hockey is what?
Coming into season 8.
Yeah. So,
and we're not even talking the CWHL that fully because I think that was like what?
Yeah.
6 seasons, I believe. Not even 6 seasons.
I think they went 6 seasons before they folded. I mean, you've got the PWHPA who've been playing like exhibition games across the country. You've got international women's leagues.
So Cheyenne Darkangelo, who's awesome. She reached out to me about doing like shoes for her girlfriend Elaine after she won the All-Star MVP. And we made these really cool shoes that like celebrated her as the All-Star MVP. And Elaine's really cool too.
Elaine Chuli.
Elaine Chuli. Yeah. So I like the.
Ellie's just over here dropping names. Like, hold on, you know, Cheyenne and Elaine. It's fine.
Yeah, Cheyenne, Elaine. I mean,
we had Cheyenne on our podcast, and you guys should be on at some point as well.
For sure, we'd love to.
Yeah,
we're not as much fun, but
sir, you're being too nice.
That's why you bring us in because we bring the fun.
Exactly.
Injected into the veins of the fun we all need.
But she told me so many cool stories about like playing hockey in China. And how they had like a league out there and they had no idea what they were doing. And the ice was all melting and they were like, you got to have humidifiers in the stadiums. And so they run and they come back and they get humidifiers that they got from Costco for like, not Costco, but you know what I mean? Like whatever it is in China from Costco.
Well, no, they actually have Costco in like Japan and China, like actual Costco.
Okay. So they probably went to Costco and they bought humidifiers for their houses and brought them to the rink. They're like, no. That's not the kind of humidifiers that we mean.
Well, the Iceman's former assistant coach, Max, actually coached over in China for the women's team. He coached the Vancares.
Yeah.
So like he went over there and we were like, I was like, what is this? I have questions because this is a thing. What?
Yeah. It was some like billionaire who's just like, I like hockey and I'm just gonna start a league.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, which I guess that's how they all start, right?
The Kunlun Red Star for a long time played in the same arena where the Olympics were played this past year.
Yeah.
And they had to move to Russia and play in Russia because of COVID. But like the Ice Cube was where they played.
That's so cool. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's crazy that like hockey in China is a thing.
I know it is a little weird. And they brought I mean, not in a bad way. It's just it's not expected, let's say. Especially if they're bringing house humidifiers to a rink to think that, you know. But yeah, they had like, you know, the best players out there.
Yeah.
Like, all the women from like the Olympics were out there, Cheyenne included, and a bunch of others. And they were playing with, you know, local hockey players, which that's very interesting too. Like in China, how many women hockey players do you think there are? I mean, there must. I get because I think they were trying to get them ready for the Olympics. That's part of the reason the guy was doing it.
Well, it was the same for like there were some players who went over to play for Kunlun so that they could get Chinese citizenship, so that they could play for the Chinese men's hockey team. Yeah. So I mean, when you're a host country and you can have a team in every sport.
Yep, that's what you want. That's what you want. Exactly.
Gotta do what you gotta do. So
exactly.
But we are unfortunately coming up on our time barrier for the day. Where can all of our wonderful people find you on the internet, Elliot?
Sure. So there's a lot of ways. You know, if you want to go to heartlint.com, and that's heart LENT. So it's heart and talent. That's what Heartlint stands for. Heartlint.com. You can see all our work. If you want to see us on social, it's at Heartlint Group. So, you know, HEARTLENT Group. And or you can go to Elliot at Elliot Gerard, ELLIOTGERARD, and that's on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Same for Heartlint Group. We're you know, in all those places. But yeah. You know, please follow me, like me, whatever you want to do.
Look, Zach and I don't like you. We absolutely love your work. So we will drop the hearts all day, every day. I mean, we have no choice but to like stuff on Twitter, but I'm always loving your stuff on Instagram because your work is amazing. And I'm so happy to have met you.
Likewise.
In Tampa. I feel like this is not going to be the last time you're on this show.
I feel like I didn't talk about any of the work.
No, it's okay. Because, you know, the great thing is we can always have you back.
Yeah.
Totally. So, and I mean, if you ever want us on your podcast, we are happy to come and talk all things hockey. And try to stick to hockey and not all sorts of random other topics. You know, we'll try. No guarantees. No guarantees.
We're gonna have like a part 1, 2, and 3 with Elliot. We'll eventually get to the hockey part.
I like it.
You gotta get through the first 2 parts first.
No, we should do like a best of 7.
There we go. Best of 7 episodes with Elliot from the Heartland Group.
I love it.
In episode 7, we might get to hockey.
We might get to hockey. We might finally arrive to hockey
or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
This is fun. This is a lot of fun. All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next time. And let me know, I guess, you know, what you need art wise or whatever. Happy to provide anything if you want to share it on social and stuff.
Thank you so much.
We would love that.
We absolutely love that. We do everything in Canva. We are not artists in any way, shape, or form.
No, not at all.
Canva's not bad.
It's not bad. It is not bad at all. But we are so grateful that you joined us. We cannot wait to do this again. Like, you are such a fun dude. We will have to find a time where we can just spend like the whole 90 minutes just the 3 of us talking. Like 100%.
I'm down.
Perfect. We will find a date. We have to make that happen. Zach, you in?
That's is water wet? Like,
there's actually a scientific debate about if water is wet or if water makes things
wet.
Does ice melt?
Okay, all right.
Does ice melt? There you go. Does ice melt?
Let me ask you. Let me ask it this way: is Kenny Marchment a really good hockey player?
There you go. Because there's only one answer to that question. So, Zach, where can the humans find you on the internet?
You can find me at One True Zach. That is ONE True Zach. No, it's not like the Oneaters. It's not like the Wonders. It's just One True Zach. Beth, where can we find you on the socials?
So you can find me at Wonder Beffers, which is where we confuse all the people because it's wonder like wonderful. And
I wonder what happened to the Oneaters.
Exactly. So, and then of course, make sure you go follow our guest Elliot. I'm sure he is going to be a longtime resident here with us at Let's Talk Wo Hockey, especially as the season starts. Maybe we can figure out a way to to make a whale thing happen or something. I don't know. I don't know.
That.
I'll have to message Margaret and be like, Margaret, Elliot and I were wondering.
Oh, you know what I want to show you actually real quick before we go? I know we're over.
No, it's fine. We will patiently wait.
Oh, well, while we're waiting,
excited.
actually, tell people where you can find the podcast and all that good stuff.
We did mention it earlier on Instagram and Twitter. Oh!
Hold up.
Talk about hockey.
So this is really cool because it was
that is amazing.
They put Heartland on it. Do you see that? Heartland?
I see it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that is phenomenal. That was honestly my favorite jersey. That design was my favorite. That one was just
so nice.
Yeah. Oh, and you saw this one, right? Did you get this one? Yes.
I didn't get that one, unfortunately.
This is one of the things I liked the most was the No Limits, No Labels shirts that we made and hoodies.
That's so cool.
Yeah, anyways, I'm trying to pack in the work after.
It's okay. Send us a couple pictures and we will pop up a graphic to put for the episode drop. So just shoot me a couple pictures. I'll get them over to Zach. He's our Canva expert. I'm not very good.
The graphics you kind of see are by me. They're decent.
I resize them for Instagram. Nice. That is my contribution to Canva, and I made this background on our video feed. That's it.
I'm nowhere near your level. I'm still kind of trying to figure it out.
Hey man, I like it. It's very creative. That's it. Let's say that. Like it's very creative. No, that's a good thing.
We didn't want it to be like hockey, and we didn't want it to be like hockey.
Yeah.
So we tried to find like a good balance between like it being too like masculine and too feminine, and
totally
try to hit like that center sweet spot.
No, any logo that has a story behind it is a good logo in my mind, because that's what I always do. Is I always have a story. Like
our logo in the corner, our friend Alan actually designed that. The girl in the logo is wearing one of the PHF All-Star jerseys.
Nice. Love it.
Yeah. So like it's the white jersey
that has a story behind it. That logo has a story behind it. So
and
proud about that.
The gradient, we wanted it to be a girl and not a boy. She's got the Black Hawk feathers in her hair.
Yeah, I like that.
We kind of went like in depth. He was like, more changes. I was like, I'm so sorry, but this needs to be perfect.
Yeah, that's like me. That's like me. That's why I am with them. I gotta add one more Easter egg. I gotta add one more little,
one more little thing. Just one.
And no one else is gonna see it but you. But it's fine.
Yeah.
No, it's totally fine.
We need perfection. We demand perfection.
Exactly.
Oh, Dan is going to hit me with a wet noodle on Tuesday when our episode goes 10 minutes over, but it's fine because there's a show that starts. We start at 1 and the next show starts at 3, so I shouldn't get in too much trouble.
Nice.
Just hit you with a pool noodle. Like, how dare you?
Awesome.
What are you doing?
So do you need the art? When do you need it? When are you posting? You're posting.
Let me go ahead and just end this. We'll say bye to the people, and then we can chit chat afterwards.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was.
No, it's totally fine because it's not live streaming, so you're totally fine. So,
cool.
To all the Wohawks, thank you so much for hanging out for the Patrick Sharp episode of Let's Talk Wo Hockey. I've been your host, Beth. That is my dude, Zach. Joined by our guest, Elliot. We will talk to you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Thank you for watching this Belly Up Media production. Some said we'd go belly up, so we made it our name. And we're still here. Ha!